Hello, this is Tyler with Keystone Farm. The topic of today's video is grazing. The grass is starting to head out, seed out, so it's no longer in the quick growth stage. And there's a few other factors, but I changed the way I'm grazing. There's no real rain in the forecast, so I'll go slower. You have a really small area today. I'll show you. You see that fence there? Goes over to there, up to, you can see that reel kind of right there. So it's like maybe 32nd of the size of what they're used to. I'm not going to keep them in here all day, this spot. I'll move the fence along this lane here, or it's not a lane, but it's a long skinny paddock, but I did a cross fence here. So these cows they're not used to grazing this way, so it'll probably take them a little bit to figure it out. See, they're just kind of walking around, even though they're probably hungry. We didn't get them out on pasture as early as we normally do today, due to a few different reasons, but these milk cows weren't where they're supposed to be, so that took longer to get them in. And then the dry cows and bull, they got out of the fence, were on the road, and so that took a while to get those back in. Anyways, so they should be plenty hungry, and you can see they're now grazing. They realize this is the extent of their paddock. So if this whole field was like this, I would probably move them a little quicker, but as we go west in this field, you'll see in future videos, but maybe I'll just show for now. As you go west, the forage is less and less quality, so yeah, I wanted to hit this area hard, and then I'll have to give them a lot bigger paddocks. I'm not going to walk all the way over there. I strained a muscle trying to run after the cows. It's just mainly bluegrass, and they'll eat bluegrass when it's dark green, and if I find some I'll show you, but you know, when it's at this stage, it's mainly just stemmy and then a little seed head. They don't hardly eat it. I could experiment with forcing them to eat it, but their production would probably go way down. So here's some bluegrass that they would probably more readily eat. There's some other species in there too, but you can see bluegrass is what most lawns, that's pretty small blades, but they'll eat that more, whereas to the west there, the blades are that pale green color. See, I'll probably only have them in this small little paddock for, oh, we'll see. I guess I would think midday to just a few hours. Trying to get them to eat everything. Not total grazing. I don't know if you'd may call it adaptive grazing or what, but trying to deal with what nature's given us. There's no rain in the forecast, and today's supposed to be 93. More 90s this week, and then upper 80s next week. Seems like eventually we'd get a pop-up thunderstorm, but never know. They're figuring it out. They might start mooing at me here in a little while, but I think this paddock has got plenty of good forage in it that will be fine. All right, that's it for now.